For almost 100 years now, one series has basically defined what adventure means for readers all over the world. So today, we're going to dive into the incredible, timeless world of the Adventures of Tintin. All right, let's kick things off with a quick question for you. When you think about a globe-trotting mystery, daring escapes and real investigative journalism, but in the world of comics, what's the first name that pops into your head? Yeah, if Tintin was your answer, you absolutely nailed it. He's this incredibly sharp, super courageous young reporter from Belgium, and he's really the unwavering moral compass at the heart of all these classic adventures. But here's the thing, he's never really on his own. The whole series, it really revolves around this inseparable pair. You've got Tintin, this journalist who is just endlessly resourceful. Seriously, he can think his way out of any situation. And then you have his fiercely loyal fox terrier, Snowy. And let me tell you, Snowy's timely barks have saved the day more times than you can possibly count. Okay, but a hero is only as memorable as the world around them, right? So let's meet the unforgettable crew that gives these stories their unique humor and just so much heart. First up, we have to talk about Captain Haddock. He's this gruff sea captain, but he's got a total heart of gold. His, world-weary cynicism is just the perfect balance for Tintin's optimism. But what he's really famous for is his legendary, super creative insults. You know the one. Billions of blue blistering barnacles. And then you've got the brilliant Professor Calculus. This guy is a certified genius inventor, and his creations are often what kickstarts the whole plot. But he's also profoundly hard of hearing. And this isn't just a running gag, it actually leads to some of the most masterful, hilarious misunderstandings in the entire series. And of course, you can't forget Thompson and Thompson. These two bumbling detectives from Scotland Yard, they provide a steady stream of pure comic relief. And here's a fun fact for you, even though they look and act like twins, they're not. You can actually tell them apart by the slightly different shape of their mustaches. Okay, so now that we've met the main players, we can really appreciate the incredible scope of their adventures. These stories span the entire globe, and sometimes they even go a little further. This series is just a masterclass in blending genres. Seriously. It kicks off with some really sharp political satire in Tintin in the Land of the Soviets, which was pretty daring for its time, by the way. Then, boom, it pivots to a thrilling gangster story set in Prohibition-era Chicago. From there, you're getting plunged into these atmospheric mysteries in ancient Egyptian tombs, going on high-stakes archaeological races, and even blasting off into meticulously researched hard science fiction, with a trip to the moon that happened years before the actual landing. The legacy of this series is just so long and impressive. It all started way back in 1929 and was consistently, way ahead of its time. That two-part moon adventure we just mentioned, it's famous for its scientific accuracy. It was depicting concepts like rocketry and weightlessness years before the Apollo missions made all that a public reality. How cool is that? So, yeah, the stories are absolutely groundbreaking, but you know what makes them truly iconic? It's the art. Let's talk about the visionary artistic style that makes any panel of Tintin instantly recognizable. It's a style called ligne claire, which is French for clear line, and it was pioneered by the creator Hergé. The idea is to use these strong, uniform lines and totally avoid dramatic shadows or hatching. What that does is create a world that feels both super realistic in its detail, but also wonderfully clean and easy to read. It's this sort of democratic approach to art where every single object gets the same level of clarity. It was revolutionary, and it's influenced generations of artists ever since. Okay, so we've met the characters, we've seen the absolutely epic, globe-spanning plots, and we've talked about the groundbreaking art. Now you're probably asking yourself, where's the best place to even start a journey like this? Well, the entire saga, the whole shebang, is contained in 23 complete books. And for the very first time, all of these major adventures have been gathered into one definitive collectible box set. So you can literally experience the entire story from the very beginning to the very end. So really, there's only one question left. Are you ready to dive in and discover these timeless stories for yourself? Well, you can join Tintin, Snowy, Captain Haddock, and the whole crew on their global odyssey. Your adventure starts right now by downloading the complete 23-book collection. It's available right now at digzon.com.